Hi, it's Deb with Bowl Me Over. Thank you so much for joining me. And it's Wednesday. I can't believe we're halfway through the week. But as you're tuning in, please tell me where you're from. I'm going to keep an eye on my device here and hopefully can chime in. I'm starting to get a little bit better at this. I think I have my lighting down today. Definitely let me know what you think. Send a heart, send a like, give me a wow. But check it out. So today I thought we would make a Greek salad, and actually this is going to be a quinoa Greek salad. It's my friend Gina's favorite. It's one of our favorites too. And if you don't like quinoa, or if you've never tried quinoa, this is definitely the salad to try. So if you want to get started, let's go ahead and jump right in. I thought we'd start though by making our salad dressing, and we're going to make a homemade Greek salad dressing. Super easy. I think a lot of times people get intimidated by salad dressings, homemade salad dressings, and it's really not hard at all. So in here I have a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. Normally I would use red wine vinegar, but apparently I ran out and didn't refresh that. So today we're using red wine vinegar, and to that I'm adding a 1/4 cup olive oil. And it looks like I probably should have got a little bit bigger jar, but that's okay. Next thing we're going to do is add some garlic. I am not a fan of raw garlic, but if it's minced, oftentimes I like that taste, but I don't like that raw garlic taste. So add about a 1 clove of garlic minced, and this is a great big huge garlic clove of garlic, so I'm just going to pop that right in there. Just want that little bit of flavor. And the next thing we're going to add to the salad dressing is parsley. So we're just going to mince this up right here. And we want about 2 tablespoons of parsley. So I would love to hear though. Looks like we have a couple people on watching, so tell me where you're from. Are you from the East Coast, the West Coast? Are you overseas? Tuning in from Wales? Tell me where you're from. I would love to hear it. And I'm going to do my best to give a shout out back to you. So please let me know. And let me know if you've tried quinoa. Do you like it? Do you not like it? This is actually a salad I had at a restaurant. At the time it was in Sacramento, though they've opened one recently here in Fresno called Jack's Urban Eats. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so good. I want to have that myself. And at the time I'd have to travel 3 hours, so I've created it here, and it's really yummy. And it's super good for you too. So in here we have some vinegar, some olive oil, garlic, and I added just a little bit of parsley, about 2 teaspoons. And next comes some oregano, and that's going to be about 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano. We're just making a light Greek salad dressing. And some salt, about 1/2 teaspoon. And next up is pepper. We want about a 1/4 teaspoon there, so I'm going to give it a few shakes there, a few twists. And last but not least is Dijon mustard. So super easy homemade salad dressing, about 1 teaspoon, about 2 teaspoons. Perfect. Let's set that right aside. And next, a salad dressing, as easy as that to be made. So make sure that lid's on good and tight, because that's going to stain everything that it spills on. Just give it a good shake. I would prefer, as I mentioned, I prefer red wine vinegar, but I didn't have any, so balsamic vinegar is going to be super tasty too. So gorgeous. So next up, now we're going to start with the salad. I really enjoy quinoa. I think it's an interesting, I don't know, not a grain, I guess I should say interesting grain, but I'm going to zoom in kind of close, and I'm hoping that you can see that. See how after it cooks, it opens up and it spirals? That's how you know it's done. And what I did is I cheated just a little bit in advance, and I took the quinoa, it's 1 cup of quinoa, and I placed it in 2 cups of boiling water, and I simmered it for about 15 minutes. I drained it well, and let it cool off a little bit so it's here and it's ready to go. And now we're going to add some stuff to it. And just like any Greek salad, you're going to have some tomatoes. You know me, Wednesdays is the farmer's market day, and so I hit my farmer's market and got some beautiful heirloom tomatoes. They're all different kinds of colors and shapes and sizes, and these have already been cleaned. Even though some of them are smaller, I like to cut them up because I like the juice from the tomatoes to help add to the salad dressing. It's just lovely together. It's just a wonderful combination. So I'm going to toss some of these in here. So let's see. Oh, I have one comment here. Oh, Seattle. Hi, Seattle. Hi, Jennifer in Seattle. I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much. So it looks like we got a couple of people there. So tune in. Tell me where you're from. I would love to hear what you want to see on the news feed. I kind of just pick each morning. I'm thinking, what sounds good for us for dinner for the day, or what could I do a better job taking pictures of, which is one of the reasons why I chose this salad today. It's actually already on my blog, but I'm going to post the link here when we're done. It's a delicious salad. I just thought I could take a little bit better pictures, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to do that. So we're just working away here, slicing these tomatoes. And I have my best, sharpest knife. Normally I'd do this with a serrated knife, but my little knife here is doing really good today. So that's about a cup of cherry tomatoes. And onions. I'm going to put some onions in here next. And I'm going to mince these pretty small. My current recipe doesn't call for onions, but I like that little bite of red onions in the salad. I found as I've made it several times and kind of perfected it a little bit more, I like the red onions. So that's why you see that. If you wonder why it's not in my recipe currently, that's why. So I'm going to update it. But that's the fun of having something online. You can change your mind. So just chopping these up pretty small. So I do like the onion, but I don't like a big bite of it. All right, so who else? I have Judith. Hey Judith, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. So perfect. So today we're making a quinoa Greek salad, and in here we have some red quinoa. Quinoa comes in a couple of different colors. There's kind of a beige color and a red color. There's a little bit of difference in them, not a whole lot, but it's super yummy. It's a very nutty flavor, very earthy flavor, and it's really good for you too. So very yummy. Couple things here. Pepperoncinis. What's a Greek salad without pepperoncinis? So I'm going to toss those right in. That's about half a cup. And next up we have a cucumber. When I was at the farmer's market today, they didn't have any regular cucumbers. They had pickling cucumbers. And so normally I really don't make too much of an effort to peel the cucumbers because I don't mind the skin. I like that. But pickling cucumbers have a tendency to be just a little tough with the skin, so that's why I'm peeling that today. Take just a minute here, and the seeds sometimes end up being a little large, so I'm gonna, when I open that up, I'm just gonna scrape the seeds out of this too. So, you know, use what you have. Use what you have in the garden. You know, the English cucumbers are absolutely lovely. They cost about 4 times as much as the regular ones, and I don't see 4 times as much of a taste, so I use the regular cucumbers normally, but they just didn't have any. These are the pickling cucumbers. So taking those and just giving them a quick chop. You want about half a cucumber, so that was kind of a small one, so I figured that worked out pretty well. Ham and ham. And you can see this has a lot of bright, beautiful crunch, so it's a super yummy salad. And next up is beautiful orange bell pepper. You can use whatever bell pepper you have. I do like the yellow, the red, the orange, usually are a little bit sweeter, and that's what I'm looking for in this recipe. So green would be perfectly fine, but I think sometimes it's just not quite as sweet. So that's why I'm using this. So we're just going to slice him into kind of thin little strips. And you can see, like, from start to finish, this is a really quick salad to put together. So easy to have on the dinner table. You might have a harder time talking your kids into it, but it's really yummy. We like it. My husband enjoys this too. He's not the biggest fan of kale, so I chop it up pretty small, and he doesn't mind it that way. So because it's so good for you, I know it's a super good for the recipe. If you really were against and kale wasn't your thing, you could substitute with spinach. That would be lovely. Swiss chard would be tasty. So really use whatever it is that you enjoy. But kale's got so many good things in for you. So yeah, it's one of my favorite for this salad. So, and again, this is my friend Gina's favorite salad. I remember the first time that I posted it online, and she tunes in from Ohio. She commented, fell in love with it, and that's been her favorite salad that I know of since. So I always appreciate hearing what people think. So again, if you've just tuned in, let me know where you're from. Let me know what your favorite summertime salad is. And I'd also love to know what you think, what you'd like to see on the live feeds. If there's something that you've always wanted to try, but you weren't quite sure how to make it, share that with me and let me know, because I'd love to prepare a recipe for you or give you some easy hints on how to do that. So what we have here is kale, and it's just a lovely dark organic kale. And so the kale has this inner stem, and it can be really, really tough. If you're making this for a soup and it's going to cook a long time, then that's wonderful. It will cook down and become quite tender. But if you're making it for a salad, you don't want that in there. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just stripping the stem out of the kale. And that's about the easiest way I know how to do it, which is take the kale and fold the leaves inward, and then just peel it off right at the stem. So that's just about perfect. We want about 4 cups of thinly chopped, like really minced kale. So what I'm going to do here, to see if we can get it just about as minced as possible, is roll it together and then just run my knife through it and make ribbons with it. And that works out pretty well. It cleverly hides it in small pieces from those that aren't much of a kale person. But I love that. All right, so we're almost done. See, I don't know how long we've been online, 15 minutes or so, not very long, maybe 10 minutes. This salad is almost done. So we have a Greek salad, some kale, some beautiful kale. And let's see. And what would a Greek salad be without feta cheese? So this is probably about 3/4 of a cup of feta cheese that I already crumbled. So that's ready to go there. And last but not least, some kalamata olives. So they give a nice salty bite too. Just lovely with this. So I'm gonna just quickly run my knife through these. And tell me, and just get them in a little bit better bite-sized pieces, because I love that salty bite you get from the kalamata olives. Perfect. So in they go, and then just give it a stir. And I'm gonna kind of give it a little bit of a stir first, and then I'm gonna add my beautiful salad dressing. And you can see what a lovely big salad this is. It's just perfect for a hot summer's day. And it's hot here. It's about 98 degrees today. I was thinking about this earlier. When you see me in the live feeds, rarely will you ever see me wear long pants. Living in Fresno, it's a warm and beautiful day 90% of the time. So occasionally I take a shortcut and I switch into sweatpants, but that's about it. So anyway, so we have our lovely salad dressing that we already made. Super easy. See if I can get the top of it off. And I'm going to add probably about half of it to the salad. I think I've heard this on the food channel. You can always add more. You can't take it away. So that lovely salad dressing, though, it really gives it everything it needs. It's a beautiful, delicious salad. There's lots of components to it. As far as taste goes, taste and crunch and salty and sweet. It's really a lovely salad, so perfect. Maybe just a little bit more salad dressing. And how easy was that salad dressing to make? Super cool. So if you ever wanted to make a Greek salad, this is a kale and quinoa Greek salad, you're set. You made it with me today. So log on to the website. The website is www.bowl-me-over.com. Make sure you comment on this. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you would like to see made. As we approach the different holiday seasons, gosh, it's hard to believe that summer's almost over. But as we approach the different holidays, if there's something that you'd like to see, I would love to make it for you. Just let me know what it is. So today we just made kale and quinoa Greek salad. And hopefully you can see that really good. Isn't that beautiful? Perfect for dinner tonight. It's Deb from Bowl Me Over. I hope your day is fabulous. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.